and
it does cost a lot of money.
Yeah, sometimes some of these costumes cost a lot. Yeah.
I mean, is there anything you can show beginners, maybe like how to start or like sheep wise? First beginners.
Yeah, like any advice or something?
Yeah.
My advice is this. My first advice would be this. First piece of advice is this. Your choice of fabric will change how good the costume is. Honestly, like for example, this Elvis costume is just a standard pattern I got. I don't even know if it's available anymore, but it's just a standard quote unquote Elvis jumpsuit pattern. But most people make it out of a cheap fabric. But I went with like the nicest fabric I could find. It's the exact same pattern. It was made completely to the specifications of the pattern, but the fabric will change how the costume feels, how it hangs. So don't skimp on your fabric. That would be my first piece of advice, because that's what people are going to see when they look at it. So like if they see that you've got like the little swimsuit lycra or whatever, they're like, oh, you just got lycra or something. But if they saw that the richer the fabric, and by richer I don't mean like more expensive. It doesn't always have to be more expensive to be better.
Yeah.
But the right fabric will make a costume just really kind of take off.
Should they start off easy too? Like
an
easy costume.
Yeah, don't be ambitious. Well, okay, this is the rule is this. There's three things that you like in cosplay. You want it to be good, or you want it to be fast, or you want it to be cheap. You can have two of these, but never all three. So if it's going to be good and fast, it's not going to be cheap. If it's going to be fast and cheap, it's not going to be good. If it's going to be good and cheap, it's not going to be fast.
Yeah.
So take your time. Don't rush it. I mean, this costume took a long time. But I was not on a timetable, so I'm like, it'll get done when it gets done. And every so often I'll wander through and going, oh, this would be nice. And then all of a sudden you got an idea, you run home and you add another.
Scan it, or draw it out.
Yeah, draw it out, or all of a sudden you've got another aspect to your costume. Penguin went through several.
Whoa.
Well, the funny thing about that was the most of the costume I already owned. I used to be a professional Christmas caroler.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
like I had the hat, the coat,
cool.
the pants, and everything. I did need to get the vest made, and then figure out how to do the makeup for the character. So it was mostly a makeup job, if anything else. The clothes are they're just clothes.
Yeah. Regular clothes you find at home.
Yeah.
Like
but like your average penguin costumer, your average penguin. I'm not judging costumes, but your average penguin cosplayer is going to just get a standard tuxedo coat.
Yeah.
I specifically went with a specific cut of coat. Like there's like you can get tails, or there's something called the cutaway, which is actually what kind of makes it look like the penguin.
Oh, that's cool.
Because it's just the coat is cut a different way.
See, that I didn't know, because I'm barely starting myself. I was like, no, I did something easy and cheap.
Yeah,
Come out good. Well, because I love, of course, Walking Dead.
Right.
One I just started was Robin. That one I get done quick because I still need to show the cape part. Yeah. I'm doing the Robin from Arkham City.
Sure. Yeah, man, take it. Make it a labor of love. Take as much time as you want. If you're not on a schedule, then take as much time as you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. Because, of course, all these cons are almost done.
Yeah.
But yet they start again,
March or April or whatever it is.
April will be probably WinterCon's the first one that opens up.
Yeah, that's the start of the con season.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Start off early, of course, everybody.
Yeah.
If you're gonna
not a whole lot of time. Yeah. And now all these cons are popping up. There's, what is it? Long Beach was just last week.
I know.
Kamikaze at the end of this month. Nuke the Fridge next month.
Are you gonna be at Nuke the Fridge?
Yeah, actually, this is an exclusive. I am going to be performing at Nuke the Fridge again this year.
Okay, I gotta go. Oh, that's right. You do other performances. What places have you been to so far?
Gosh, I performed at the House of Blues a couple of times. House of Blues Anaheim, House of Blues San Diego.
Wow.
What was it? Alex's Bar. If you ever watched Fangoria. True Blood.
Yes.
Sometimes they shoot interiors at Fantasia.
Oh, whoa.
And Alex's Bar in Long Beach, is
okay.
the interior for Fantasia.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I performed there a couple of times. I have a friend who actually knows the owner, so they'll put me up in there a couple of times. I've also performed at some private venues because I do a lot of charity concerts.
Oh, that's cool.
When the tsunami hit Japan, I did a concert for Japan, and we raised $1,400 for Japan, or for the Red Cross for Japan.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, last year for Oklahoma we raised another $1,300. for Red Cross for Oklahoma. So yeah,
that's really amazing. And also you perform. I saw you at Club Cosplay.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah,
and a lot of cosplayers. I did not expect that.
Yeah, no, that was Club Cosplay. I can never say it. Club Cosplay was a blast. It was so much fun, and I was just doing tracks. I'd love to get my band out there.
I was so happy, like, oh my gosh, Jedi Elvis. Even though Songhammer was.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Ivan, but I'm just saying Songhammer is good, but I like Jedi Elvis a lot because it was more of like, yeah.
Yeah, but Songhammer brings the pain, man. I mean, they got the hammers, they got the.
Yeah, well, if you like rock music, of course, Songhammer's the way to go.
Yeah, it's two different acts. So you can't really compare the two.
But of course, I saw a lot of people dancing for yours more.
Oh yeah, well, I've got danceable music. It's Elvis music. So.
I was like,
but I've actually decided I'm going to start adding in some more contemporary songs.
Oh, that's still good.
Because in my rationale is this: when Elvis was alive, when he did concerts in the '70s. He would sing songs that other people had done. Like, he'd do mostly his music, and then a couple of songs that, like, other people had done. He did, like, My Way by Frank Sinatra and stuff, and he kind of put his own spin on it. So I was like, well, in that spirit, I can do songs that other people have done.
Look at you done Star Wars.
Yeah.
I mean, how does that work when you write your little song lyrics?
It really just comes from inspiration. My mom was a big Elvis fan, so I grew up listening to Elvis music. So, like, I've got, like, a catalog of music just on my iPod of Elvis songs. And, like, I just listened to him, and then the first Elvis song happened, I was listening to this one song, and then I'm driving down the road and just humming along, and all of a sudden I just started fitting words in. And literally, I, like, pulled over, like, swung over, like, 4 lanes and parked the car, pulled out a pen, and was like, okay, this will work here, and I got to find a rhyme for Alderaan, that kind of thing. And it just kind of came out, and it was like somebody had flipped a switch, because, like, over the next 3 months, I cranked out like 5 songs.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're still adding, probably.
Still adding. Yeah, I'm still adding, but some of them are newer songs.
Okay. Are you adding anything like on like YouTube or anything for your music?
Not yet. Not yet. I don't really have capacity for recording video. I'd love to do a music video. I've got a couple of ideas for music videos, but all that stuff requires money, which I do not have.
But do you have like your own company tracks or anything like online or anything that people can listen to?
Well, yeah. If you go to Jedi Elvis on Facebook. Like the page, and then there's a tab that says My Band, and then if you go to that tab, it's got everything I've ever recorded, and it's all free for download. You can either play it from the player, or you can download it, and it's all free.
I listen to it; it's amazing.
I don't know Star Wars. I don't own Elvis, so I don't charge for any of my music. Like even for the band, when performances, whenever I've gotten paid for it, the money's always gone straight to the band.
Because they help you a lot.
Yeah, and I don't keep any of it. That way, they can't get on me for earning money. I mean, I'm blessed enough that I can make money doing my regular jobs. So Jedi Elvis, if there's any money involved, like maybe I'll take like gas money.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it I'll split up between the band, or take it towards merchandise, or donate it to Red Cross or something. Have
you done any autographs like at Comic-Con, WonderCon, or anything?
No, I mean I don't.
Remember you promoted one of your pictures, Jedi Elvis, come take a picture or something like that. Remember that once?
Yeah, I mean, well, that was for Capes.
Okay.
I'm the leader of a group called Capes, which is basically it's a non-genre cosplay group.
Okay.
And the idea is, people will come and basically cosplayers want to help out, but they just don't know how. So what I wanted to do is use cosplayers to be able to promote a fund, or like for example, Long Beach Comic Con, we were promoting St. Jude's Children's Hospital, and this other thing called Extra Life, which is also another children's charity. And basically we had cosplayers coming up, and they sell prints. Cosplayers would sell prints, and then a portion of their proceeds would be donated back.
Charity.
Like they'll take out their operating expenses or whatever, and then the rest of it's donated to charity. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
The Keeping It Nerdy girls. They sold a ton of prints.
Wow.
They took out what they needed to recoup costs and stuff, and the rest of it they just went straight into the bucket and they donated to
wow, that's
to
awesome.
St. Jude's. Yeah.
It's a really blessing probably to all those kids and everybody that's there. Too.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, I mean, what good is being famous if you can't help people?
Yeah.
Or what good is there's like with great power comes great responsibility, and fame is a type of power. Because people listen to you if you're famous.
Yeah.
I mean, there's tons of people out there the famous people that talk, everybody listens, but they don't really know what they're saying. Or they're not credible, but for some reason people will listen to them because they see them on TV all the time.
Sad part, too, with some of these famous people, like taking, what's his name, for example, the one that just killed himself recently.
Oh,
man,
Robin Williams. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he had so much money and everything, but yet he was not happy enough.
Yeah, yeah. And he was a great altruist too.
Yeah.
I mean, he did lots of stuff to help people.
And people loved him.
Yeah,
too.
one of the things. Yeah,